Welcome to Tyler's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is May the 5th, 2022, and we're going to be talking about AEW because, ladies and gentlemen, we got some AEW stuff, and we got a match got added to Double or Nothing because, ladies and gentlemen, we got Serena Deeb will go one-on-one with Thunder Rosa for the AEW's World Championship. And we finally find out who is the real Ring of Honor Women's World Champion. I have a question here. What is the point of Tony Khan making Ring of Honor? Is it just because he wants more championships? Because I haven't heard about a weekly show of Ring of Honor and all their championships and the wrestlers are coming to AEW. What's the point of having a Ring of Honor? Like, he's killing Ring of Honor. Like, seriously, man. They're defending their titles, Ring of Honor titles, on AEW. Where AEW, their titles means nothing now because it's all Ring of Honor titles. Oh, man. It's annoying, man. What is AEW doing? AEW is being a little messy right now because their titles doesn't mean anything. Their world champion means absolutely nothing right now. Who is the world champion of Ring of Honor? I don't even know. But their TNT title, we haven't seen Scorpio Sky on Dynamite. He won the title last week. Where the heck is he? Where is he? The only titles that have been shown was the tag team titles, the women's title, and the world champion. But guess what? None of them were in matches. They were in interviews. They're showing the tag team titles because there's no Ring of Honor tag team titles in AEW right now. They show the world championship because there's no world title yet. I think John Grisham is on is the world champion, but he's injured. But when he can come back, it's gonna be all about the Ring of Honor world title. Like, the Ring of Honor Women's Championship was on the line, not the AEW's, not the TBS. Everybody is in interviews. Every AEW World Champions are in interviews, and the TNT champion wasn't even on TV at all. Did you guys know that? Because I know that. Freaking Samoa Joe will be maybe in action in Rampage. Ring of Honor guy. The Pure champion, Utah, was in action on Dynamite. The two Ring of Honor Women's Champions was in action. I didn't say any AEWs. I said Ring of Honors. AEW need to get their game straight. Make another show for the Ring of Honor championships and do something for your AEW championships. Just like WWE, just like Impact Wrestling, they don't have a second show. They don't have a second championships. They have their titles. WWE, we have more championships, so we're going to put it on a different brand. But AEW has all their championships, all their AEW titles, and their Ring of Honor titles in one show. Rampage is like WWE main event. Oh, man. Or the BTI from Impact Wrestling. So let's get this thing going. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't have a lot of segments. Him and Adam Page came out to talk about what he's going to do to CM Punk. He says he's going to destroy CM Punk. Okay, and so that happened there, and then we're supposed to have I don't know it's supposed to be a match, but we got Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison and Julia Hart in the ring. Brian Pillman Jr. is talking about stuff, I don't know what he was talking about, and then he calls out House of Black and wants to fight. So they came out, Buddy Matthews, Malachi Black, and Brody King came out And then all three guys just beat up Grip Garrison and Brian Pillman Jr. Why would you call out three guys when there's only two of you? You know Julia Hart is not going to do anything. She hasn't done anything since she got Poison Miss. Every time you have a match, she sits on the steel steps. So why would you call them out when you are outnumbered? That doesn't make any sense. And then it looks like House of Black wanted Julia Hart to join them. So they gave Julia Hart a chair and tried to hit Grip Garrison with a chair. But she couldn't do it. She couldn't do it. Malachi Black was screaming at her, and then he rips off the eye patch of Julia Hart. We didn't see her eye, but it could be the same thing as what Malachi Black has. Black eye. But ladies and gentlemen, the weird thing is that on this side of her body, she's wearing black nail polish, like evil. And on this side of the body that she doesn't have the black mace on, or the eye patch, she has a nice, colorful nail polish on. So is she turned into Batman's villain, Two-Face? Is she going to be bad and good? I don't understand what the heck is happening. But Death Triangle came out to save her getting screamed at and made House of Black ran away. And then Rey Fenix had his match. But ladies and gentlemen, nothing else happened. Mostly interviews happened. So I didn't care about those. It's not anything different, anything good. So ladies and gentlemen, we got our matches here. We got Jeff Hardy versus Bobby Fish. I believe this is our last qualified matches of this week. Because we got this week and we got tonight, last night, and Rampage. So I believe this is our last one, and then the tournament finally starts and it ends at Double or Nothing. So we got Jeff Hardy versus Bobby Fish with Adam Cole on commentary. It was an okay match. It wasn't pretty good. It was a little slow, but it was a pretty okay match. The winner of that match and qualifies to the tournament will be Jeff Hardy. Good job for Jeff Hardy. And then we got Blackpool Combat Club will be versing the Butcher, the Blade, and Hanako. And Hanako is the only one in here now because his tag team partner, his contract expired. Jack Evans is no longer part of AEW. So ladies and gentlemen, let's see what they could do for Hanako by himself. He's still working with Andrade's team. So let's see what they do. Does this guy have a future in AEW, or he's just going to be a jobber? Let's see what happens in the future. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Blackpool Combat Club getting the win. Then we had Wardlow versus W. Missouri will be making his debut to AEW. Please stay on Impact Wrestling, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Wardlow. MJF wasn't happy, but when Wardlow was about to get handcuffed, he just attacked every single security guard. The fans went nuts, but MJF says, "You want a match with me? You want your contract released from me?" He says, "I will give you that match, but he has some stipulations. He will tell us all that next week in a contract signing." Of course, he did the same thing with CM Punk. He did the same thing with Chris Jericho. What else obstacle course that Wardlow has to do before Double or Nothing? What else? Then we had Chris Jericho versus Santana, and ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Kingston wasn't there because of the fireball that Chris Jericho and his team did to him. So it was just Santana and Ortiz. It was a 5-on-2 beatdown. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Chris Jericho after the distraction of Chris Jericho's team. Chris Jericho gets the win with a low blow and the juices effect. And then a 5-on-2 beatdown happened with the bats and all that stuff. Then we have Rey Fenix versus Dante Martin. It was a pretty decent match, high-flying match. But the winner of that match and head into the Owen Hart's tournament is Rey Fenix. Then we have Mercedes Martinez versus Deonna Purrazzo from the undisputed Ring of Honor Women's World Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoping Deonna Purrazzo stays on Impact Wrestling. Because, yeah, the fans cheered when she came out, but the whole match, nobody cheered. Nobody cheered. They were clapping because they were doing a lot of crazy moves. They were doing a lot of crazy stuff, but the fans wasn't really cheering for the women's division in AEW. Everybody sees the lack of the AEW's women's division. I see it too. I see it on the internet. They need to make stars. Because mostly every single superstar they have, except for Ruby Soho, because she was on TV, all the indie wrestlers that they have was not part of a TV show where everybody will know who they are. There's some people who know who they are because they bought a ticket to that show. But some of these indie wrestling will have like a legend in their show. That's where I go to. I go to indie shows that has legends. I'm going to see Kevin Nash. There's going to be some wrestlers I don't know who they are. But you need to bring some wrestlers that have been on TV, like New Japan Pro Wrestling, or Impact Wrestling, WWE guys. Or put your indie wrestlers that nobody knows who they are on TV more. Then we can know how good they are. Because you have some people like Kara Hogan, she was on TV with Impact Wrestling. Ruby Soho, been on TV on WWE. Who else? Toni Storm was on TV for the WWE. That's how people know who she is. And I believe she was on indie wrestling that was on TV. That's why a lot of people know who Impact Wrestling stars are, because some of them been on TV. Eddie Edwards, Ring of Honor. Most of the guys are on Ring of Honor or WWE or New Japan Pro Wrestling. That's what Impact Wrestling does. They don't just grab some people from indie wrestling. They grab people from different companies. From ECW, from WCW, old school people, WWE guys, Impact, New Japan Pro Wrestling guys. If you want to make some stars, put your new guys on TV more. That we could cheer. If they're bad guys, we could boo. Do something with them. Do something. It just feels like they're jobbers. Do something for them. Actually give them an opportunity to show what they could do, because it's not really good for business that people are just sitting like this and not cheering or booing. WWE has the same thing, because it's a boring match. Not because they don't know who these wrestlers are. It's just not a really good match. But they know who the wrestlers are. They just want to know those wrestlers could get more opportunities. See if they want to cheer. If they're bad guys, they want to boo. So please do more things for your newer comers. Please. It'll be great. And you will make stars. And your show will be great. That people want to see those wrestlers. Don't bring a whole bunch of legends. It's great and all. But people want to see new stars. I say WWE and Impact Wrestling knows how to make new stars. NXT has great wrestlers, great people that people want to watch. Impact Wrestling, the same thing. Do the same, AEW. And make a new Ring of Honor show. Don't put Ring of Honor stuff on AEW stuff. Make your own show. You bought it. There has been a reason why you bought it. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for for Impact Wrestling results. That's all for me today. Time is out. Bye.